Hey everybody, Kennis here. Hope you're doing great. Wanted to give you an update on my theater. This is the beta version of the theater. I'm gonna make this video as short as I possibly can. I just want to give an update of kind of where I'm at. I really believe in the concepts of testing out a lot of stuff before you finally pull the trigger on it. So as much as I'm testing out that I can before buying new equipment or building anything, I want to do that. So the purpose of the beta setup is for that. It's like the testing phase of that. What I'm doing is I'm seeing how big the screen is going to be on the wall, watched a couple movies in different size screens, different formats, 16:9, 233, and then got my new projector up there. It's the Epson 3600E. Got it used for $600 on Facebook Marketplace. New, I think that on Amazon right now that is, I think $1,600 or $1,500, that same projector. So anyway, let me give you a quick show you around of what I'm doing so that you can see exactly how I've got the speaker set up and how I've got the screen set up, and then what my next steps are gonna be. First of all, I've got the theater seats right here. I've got 5 of them total, but that couch right there is in the way for now. And so as soon as that gets taken care of, put in storage or whatever, I'll be able to have all 5 of these across here. And then I'm probably gonna build a riser in the back here for smaller theater seats. And you can see those little kind of L's on the ground right there. That's where the riser will go. And so that's actually how far back these seats will be. So the back of this will actually be on that line there, but my screen here is going to actually hang about 2 feet from the wall. I'm gonna build a wall right here, right alongside like this right here. This will all be a wall so that my speakers can go behind the screen, and it'll just be a nice clean wall. So back here at the projector, what I'm doing is projecting different images on the screen and getting different sizes. So what I did was I just painted the wall, got some silver screen paint from Lowe's, just the light, it's basically like a light gray paint, and it looks like junk. It's not what it will be. You can see the graininess of the wall still and all that. So it's gonna look a lot better, but before I built the screen, I wanted to make sure that the size was going to be appropriate for what I wanted to do. So this projector up here has some features on here where I can adjust lens shift. So I can go left and right, up and down. And then here I can adjust the focus and the size of the image. And I've got a projector mount that I'm going to hang it up here on the wall in the ceiling here probably today. So what I did was I painted this wall large so that I can make as big of an image as I wanted. At first, when I put the image as big as the white area, I watched about maybe 10 minutes of a movie and I just realized this is just way too big. My eyes started to hurt and it just wasn't enjoyable to watch. So I shrunk it down to where the green lines are at. If you see that, that's where the 2:35:1 ratio screen will be. So what I'm gonna do is build a screen so that when it's a wide screen, I will basically take, normally like an image like this that's 16:9, if it goes a widescreen image, it just cuts off the top and there's a black bar on the top and a black bar on the bottom, which is fine. But the problem is your TV content, your stuff you're watching on Netflix or whatever, usually that's 16:9, is actually a bigger image than your epic movies that are shot with the 2:35:1. And so, you're kind of losing something. So I wanted to be able to make this more of a movie theater than just a TV theater. And so what I'm doing is when it's, I have these green ones, when it's a big epic movie, I'll have the screen that size for the green ones. And then I will take the image, and for like a TV show or 16:9 image, I will widen it up just a hair and make it that size. Now for the sides, what basically is going to happen is, if the screen is right here, you're going to have this much black on the side when I do a 16:9 image. So I will just mask that off with some velvet in order to make it, mask it off black. And then also the white on the top, when I'm at 223, I'll have a piece of velvet that goes across the top as well that will mask that. But I think it's real important to test all this stuff out, and it's pretty neat. I'm not going to do it right now, but on the projector I can just adjust this, and at first I was kind of hesitant to it. Eventually I want to buy the Epson, I think it's the 5040, that has that all built-in memory, lens memory, where you just hit a button and it'll remember what size screen you want and all that. So that's where the screen's at right now. Hopefully this week I'll be building that. I've got some friends coming in town in 3 days, and I kind of want to have that set up. So as far as the speakers are concerned, I set up all of these. If you saw my first video, these Onkyo speakers right here, around all the surrounds basically. I've got one right there that's a rear surround, side, and side here. I think I'm going to switch the rears though. I'd rather have the bigger speaker on the sides. Anyway, what I'm basically doing though is testing out to make sure signals all work and to make sure that placement works. So I had the thought, my brother-in-law built these line array speakers that are more for like a hi-fi stereo system. They're really, really nice. This is a really cool speaker. They sound amazing. I was going to cannibalize this. There's eight, I don't know, 5.5 inch, 5.25 inch woofers here, 4 tweeters. I was going to cannibalize this and make 3 across the front that were 4 of those speakers. So like 4 of them in the middle, 4, and then in this side of 4 with the tweeters also. And then I would have enough speakers with the remaining, let's see, how would I do that? Well, I might have had to buy a couple speakers. That total, I have 16 speakers. So I was able to do 12 across the front. That's it. 12 across the front. And then I could have enough for the surrounds. But I don't know. I'm thinking these are so good. And I'm going to build that wall that goes across here anyway, that, they're not going to be obtrusive, even though they look kind of cool. I can put them over to the sides. It's not going to get in the way of the screen because they can be behind the screen. And I think that I might just build another tower similar to this and put it right here in the middle. That way my front of stage is those 3 that are very similar to each other. And that's really what you want. Your main, at least in my opinion, from what I can tell, is your front of stage sound. You want it to just be nice and full and even, same sound. So like right now I've got this cheap Onkyo speaker, and I mean, it doesn't sound good at all because it's compared to these on the side, it just doesn't sound good at all. So essentially, then I could build some cheaper speakers for the sides. And if you're building speakers, you know how to do that. It's not super expensive. I think probably for 200 bucks, I could probably build another center column, maybe 300 center column, and then enough for the surrounds. And then I'm probably in the ceiling just going to get some, maybe even some like car stereo speakers. I like the coaxial, where there's like 2 speakers in one. So, but I got these all hooked up. It's got 7.1 right now. And I just wanted to make sure that everything is sounding good and it's working. I was going to buy a new receiver because this one is just very old, but it's doing the job pretty well. The only thing I don't like about it is this is before the AV receivers would output the image on the screen. So now like on a Denon or anything really bought in the last 5 years, you hit menu, the menu pops up on the screen. You don't have to use the tiny little menu there to try to figure out what's happening on that little LED screen or whatever that is. So anyway, that's the theater as it stands right now. I'm doing work slowly but surely, and these chairs have been very nice. Right now, 2 of them, I realized after I put them all together, these 2 don't recline, and I ordered new parts for them. Ironically, it was $103 for the parts for these 2 new, basically it's new cup holder controls, and then I paid $100 for all 5 of them. So I've literally paid more for 2 cup holders than I did all 5 of these genuine leather recliners, which I made another video on that as well. So anyway, hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. And I'm gonna keep you posted. This is my beta version. I'm gonna call it beta version 1.0. Okay, I guess, or would it be 2.0 since it's beta? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna call it beta version 1.0. And so as I mount the screen, the projector and put the screen on, it's still gonna be in beta, but slowly but surely gonna make it better and better and better. Thanks so much for watching. I know this is not my normal thing to do. I usually do music videos, music related videos, but I'm also a home theater enthusiast. And so for those of you guys that are home theater enthusiasts also, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.